course, here, final day of the regular season. Toronto wins the division. My question for you, Jim, is, okay, it was 8-5 in the regular season, but it was 6-1 the advantage at home for the Blue Jays. What has to happen for the Yankees to go into Toronto and at least get one?
They have to outpitch them, and that's going to be the key for the Yankees. You know, we all want to talk about the MVP season that Aaron Judge has. We all want to talk about the success we saw with Giancarlo Stanton last postseason. We know what the big boys can do here, but the big story for the New York Yankees is the starting rotation, and their rotation right now is in the best shape it's been all season long. Louis Heel will start game one for them, followed by Max Fried, followed by Carlos Rodon, followed by Cam Schlittler. Those would be the guys pitching the first 4 games of this 5-game series. And they're all at a good spot right now. They're all healthy, and they're all pitching at their best at the right time. The Yankees need them to pitch deep into games. You know, I know they're very comfortable with Fernando Cruz and David Bednar at the back end, but they're not as comfortable with Weaver and Devin Williams as they have pitched. And so that's going to be an area that is going to be something that is going to be important in this series. But for them to beat Toronto, their starting pitching has to outpitch Toronto's.
Well, they're hoping to have Bo Bichette back in this series, which would give us Bo Bichette and Cam Schlittler in the same series. So I'm going to have to be really careful when I read these highlights so I don't slip up. Because it's going to be very critical, Jim, for me to enunciate my words when Bo Bichette is facing Cam Schlittler. Or maybe Schlitt will happen. We never know. All right, so the Yankees are the favorites here to win this series, and they're actually tied right now, best odds to win the World Series with the team they lost to in the World Series last year, the Dodgers. Who's your pick to win this series? And please don't be a prisoner of the moment and say the Yankees because of just what happened.
Yeah, so look, I've got the Yankees winning this. I did before the postseason started. I had them playing the Blue Jays and winning the series. I think it would be a good series. The one thing I really do like about the Blue Jays is they have the best defense in the American League. You don't get 27 outs with Toronto. Toronto has the best outfield defense in the league, and outside of shortstop, they have a plus defender at every position, and they're going to beat you there. And their lineup is deep, and they can mix and match against you. They can platoon the lefty-righty thing extremely well. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is living up to that $500 million contract he got back in spring training. And the Blue Jays are really tough to beat up there in Toronto at Rogers Center. They really are. So I think we're in for a really good series. I do. But the rotation isn't as good as it was most of the year for Toronto. I'm a little bit worried about that aspect of their team, especially as we get into games 3 and 4. So we'll see how it plays out. I think it's going to be close, but I do think the Yankees have a better team. And remember, even though the Blue Jays won the division, they were tied, right? But in the regular season, the Yankees couldn't beat Toronto and they couldn't beat Boston. But I think that will flip in the postseason, and I think that's when the Yankees will get back at the Red Sox, which they just did, and I think they'll get back at Toronto as well. But I think we're in for a really good series.
This is the first ever.
And his team, if he can get high. High in the air to left. Bellinger going back, and it's gone! Stanford starting off the postseason with a bang.
His first postseason home run. Home run now.
did so many of them did in a 10-1 win. Game 2 moments away before the Blue Jays and the Yankees head to New York. Game 3 in the Bronx on Tuesday night. Will it be a 1-1 split, or will the Blue Jays take a stranglehold in this best of 5? A 19-game winner in Max Fried and a 22-year-old in Trey Savage. A first-round pick out of East Carolina University last June. Started the year in A-ball at Dunedin. He jokes, but he's being serious. I played at 5 levels this year. I know everybody in the entire organization, and he ain't lying. He has made his way from A-ball up to the big leagues, and now in just his 4th major league appearance.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment that you captured, just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now.
He is motionless right now as Grisham has used his timeout. Yes, Savage wants to get back to work.
There goes Rabbit, he choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he knows he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter, he's told. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant, he knows, and he goes back to this mobile home. Back to the lab again, yo. His old raps, he better go capture this moment and hope it don't ruin it. It's out in the music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. Only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. Stop it till he goes.
I'm ready. I'm active into this division series, so let's go.
Which is why they used Jeff Hoffman last night. We found out today, talking to John Schneider, he had pitched in 8 days, and basically no matter what the situation had been last night, Hoffman was coming in.
With all the attention on Vladdy and his grand slam and Trey Savage and his no-hit 5 1/3, this guy's had a pretty good day at the plate. Dalton Varsho.
And Dalton's got 2 doubles and a homer, and nobody's talking about it.
Nobody's talking about him.
This one down the right field line. It's got some carry and it's gone. They're going to have to start talking about him. 2 doubles, 2 home runs. A huge game for Dalton Varsho.
Varsho started the season on the IL, coming back from shoulder surgery. Then he had a very significant hamstring injury. So he's in hospital very limited throughout the season. Boy, did he make the most of it. 20 home runs in the regular season, 2 more here this afternoon.
And a franchise record 5 home runs in a postseason game for the Blue Jays. He went down and got it.
I wasn't sure it was going to clear the fence, but it snuck over the top of the fence in a rank.
Here's the guy who got it all started. As Varsho makes sure that bat's okay. He better be. The way he has performed today.
They're going to have to put him in New York.
Or Jackie Jimmy for the There's a base hit.
Russell Martin's thinking the same thing. Look at this. Ball's dead.
Dead ball. The ball actually hit Chu's bat.
Why is it dead? Why is it dead? That ball's alive. Getting ready to hit. Watch this. He's getting himself ready to hit. And that's just a throwback. That's the same motion he does that every.
Quickly, my first reaction was that Chu did step across the plate, but
Or if he threw it and it hit off the back of his bat, he's got to score.
and here he scores.
That's a run score.
That's the right call.
I do too. Chu did not intentionally interfere. And
interferes with the catcher's fielding or throwing by stepping out of the batter.
This is just an ugly scene right here. Odor was already on his way to the plate.
it's just an unfortunate deal, but you got to remove the players.
Ballpark, Cans as well.
You got to
Extremely dangerous.
Take the players off the field. They could be at second base.
And now somebody's been ejected from the Blue Jays dugout.
The call right.
It's Brett Cecil right now. I'm not sure he was the one who was ejected, but he certainly is carrying on as if he were. They're going to start this inning with the bullpen getting warm after that lengthy delay.
Broken back grounder. Andrews cannot handle it. Leadoff man on for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the seventh. On the ground to the right side. Everybody's safe.
Oh my. He got the left-handed first baseman. He's got the easy throw to the force before Russell Martin made his turn. And Moore just yanked it.
And we'll get a runner from Martin.
Dalton Pompey, the local native.
One to go. It's bumped in. Dodson goes to third. Bases loaded.
He dropped it. He has great execution. Look at Beltray, the spin, perfect throw. And Elvis just dropped it. He just dropped it.
Bounce to the right side. Throw comes home. Out at the plate.
Jimenez comes up, he's got a force. But I think Pompey's in the right. You got to take him out. He's still on the plate. He's engaged to the plate. We got to take him out.
Bases loaded, one out. Donaldson to the plate. 2-0.
Shows you how strong.
Get to second base. Here's the ball directly over his head, backpedaling, but just beyond him. And recovered in time for the fourth and second base.
But on the right there, if Lindor gets him, he's making a move with it.
Next.
What a game, huh?
The seventh.
Second out there, throw to first. Oh, and what a play! But here comes the runner, Donaldson. He's saving! He's saving! The ball game is over. The Blue Jays are moving on to the ALCS.
Second, that's what they'll want to know.
Oh no. Bad throw. Moreland keeps it in front of him. Play at the plate. He gets in with a headlock dive. All they're asking for is a play at second base. Donaldson with the bad dash. All the way from second. Scores the winning run for the Blue Jays. Surely will be confirmed here by Joe West. Joe West is about to feel like injuries here. What's the challenge? Second base is the only thing it could be. Yes. As the manager says, slide in the second. Disrupted the throw, but he remained on the bag, never let contact. And he went right over the top of the bag, too. Here it comes, folks. No interference. Blue Jays win. The Toronto Blue Jays have eliminated the Rangers and the first team to move on. Back-to-back seasons in the American League Championship Series.
The Tigers run at third and two down in the bottom of the 11th. 4-3 Blue Jays. John Smoltz, the bench runner at third. Nixon bunts. Kinley throws to first. For the first time in history, the World Championship banner will fly north of the border. The Toronto Blue Jays
Joe has had his moments. 2 balls and 2 strikes on him. Here's the pitch on the way. A swing and a belt. Left field. Way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch the ball, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Get my country's name out of your fucking mouth. And my sword. Give me that.